Hello and welcome on the journey, Capricorn. Capricorn, I had 3 songs that came out for you on the way home. The first one I had was Forever Young. So maybe some of you are looking back because you have grown and maybe your children are growing and you were hoping to always feel that forever young, but maybe it's just starting to get beyond that. The other one was Cuts Like a Knife, and I believe wasn't that Bryan Adams? Na 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 na. And then the other one was You Take My Breath Away. Oh. And I don't know who does that song, but it was in my head and it's been pounding in my head. So someone here has this love for you. I feel like it's still there. There's this love between 2 people, this fire, this passion. There's so much that could be explored with this connection. But I'm wondering if there's something to do with how you feel about your body, that you are embarrassed or ashamed of something, or there's some kind of dysfunction, or somebody around you has some kind of dysfunction and it's creating this boundary on this bridge. I see this bridge between 2 people, but there's the door, the gates are closed for some reason. I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's a soulmate here and you're questioning everything in your life and you're feeling like you want to rip open the curtains. You want to lift the veil and maybe see what's out there. Find that person that you feel drawn to. Maybe you've already met this person and your internal guidance is telling you that something is speaking through you loud and clear to shine your light, to take on more independence and freedom in your life, to find ways to pleasure yourself. And I don't necessarily mean that way, but that's great too. But I mean in terms of doing things that you love to do, that are a pleasure to do. All right, I'm not sure what that message was for, but it was for somebody. Let's get on to some angels of light. What is the message for Capricorn? Vulnerability. Ooh, and being vulnerable for love. Only the brave and open-hearted dare to allow themselves to be vulnerable, for it requires courage to take down all walls and expose your humanness. Your angel guidance is to become aware of your defense mechanisms, which keep you separate from others and the divine. Ask your angels to help you dissolve your masks and barriers so that your fragile, true self can emerge like a butterfly from its cocoon. The reward is freedom, love, and a sense of inner safety. So dare to be vulnerable and open. And this is something that you could say if this is something you're going through. Vulnerability is my strength. Wow. So I feel that there's this passion you have for something, and maybe some of you are aligned to be in the spotlight and that you're meant to be on stage, and there's something you're holding back on because you are afraid to be vulnerable because maybe you don't feel good enough. Maybe you have a scar across your face like I do from having, I don't know if you can see it, but that's from having basal cell carcinoma. I mean, things happened. People, not everybody's bodies function the way that they're supposed to, but whatever body you have, you are somebody who da 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 is in my head. Okay, let's get on to some cards. There's a little bit of an energy here. Somebody's offering you their heart, Capricorn. Look at this. Somebody wants to give you their heart. They're open-hearted. This Queen of Cups energy, a water sign. This person has basically handed you their heart and said, look at it. And you're looking at it, but what are you going to do about that? Tell me about this Queen of Cups energy that is just so beautiful. Maybe this is you. Maybe this is what you want to do. You want to be vulnerable. Maybe somebody's been so vulnerable with you. Ooh, Page of Swords. So, Page of Swords is somebody was very curious about you. In fact, maybe they had been very interested in you and you had this opportunity. Somebody wanted to share something with you. But I feel that you may not have given this person the time of day, potentially. It's interesting because this Page of Swords is writing a letter. So this person could have poured their heart out in a letter to you. And maybe you didn't take it seriously at the time. Maybe you weren't interested at all. Maybe you didn't believe this person and that somebody could actually write such beautiful words to you and mean it because you've never experienced anybody like this before. So light, so loving. Temperance. So balanced, so giving. And they wanted this equal give and take situation with you. Sagittarius. Maybe you thought there was a purpose, a reason for why they were giving you their heart, but you didn't realize that it was genuine. So maybe they gave to the relationship, but you didn't. This person's very patient. I feel that they still think about you. Maybe you're a lot on this person's mind. Maybe you have been keeping an eye on this person obsessively, or maybe they were keeping an eye on you obsessively, and so it just patiently waiting for you to let go of something. They could see Capricorn that you had some baggage. Maybe this person has a lot of baggage. I don't know. But they could see that you were carrying around with you a lot of the past. But there's so much happiness. You did make this person happy. Or they make you so happy. Now Justice is here. Wow, that's some major energy. Could be a Libra. There's always a cause and effect of things. So what we put into things, we get back. And maybe somebody didn't put anything back into the situation, so it ended. And that's just the way it is. This love is gone. The moon in reverse. So something has come out. You've learned some truth about something. Could be a Cancer, Libra, Sagittarius were involved in this situation. And there's something that's really confusing about the situation. You don't know why this person loved you, why this person loves you, maybe still, for all you know, why they could be so pure and offer you such vulnerability. Why? How could they do that? It's bringing out these emotions that you've been repressing in yourself, perhaps. It's still haunting you. Something's haunting you. What is haunting? Ooh, and we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. Well, that you could have maybe had the perfect home, a loving home. Maybe you're not in a loving home situation, and so you're holding on to an old paradigm, and you had this potential to transform your life and you didn't, because the butterfly is in reverse and there's skeleton. You didn't say your truth. You didn't tell this person something. Very interesting. So let's take a look. I am being guided to get you some tea on this. Okay. A journey, either physical or mental. So you've been through something. Something has happened. Ooh, cards coming out. February is here. Something in February. You're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. And maybe you're traveling right now, or this person was traveling. Something about the wind. The wind blowing you in a certain direction in February you wanted to go. Family wishes come true. Well, Axe, forces working against you. Yeah, I felt that there were some people here, may have been gossiping and spying and talking about this person behind their back. And it caused you to end this potential that there was between two people. So you're disappointed in a friend or a lover. And it almost looks as if there's a note there. Or is that a flute? I'm not sure. Oh, it says flute. So something was said. Something was disappointing here. Okay, let's get another pile. Ooh, one left behind. We have boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. So maybe you've recently had some money come in and you're on your boat traveling. A two-faced friend. Cat, rose. Romance is in the air and it fell in reverse over justice. So yeah, I think that somebody got in the way here of a situation, and you're still really highly thought of by this person. So I wouldn't worry. They're keeping a part of their heart still for you if you want to go for this. I can tell you that. Bird flying, news is on its way, and V for victory in some endeavor. So if there's passion, if there's love, if there's something that you're being guided to do, you're being asked to do that, Capricorn. You have after the storm, 1, so January, new life. So wake up call. You've been given a wake up call from spirit there is something you're being guided to listen through symbolism too, like meaning if you see an owl, for example, or the moon or something, this person is speaking to you through symbols. Something needs releasing, and there's this need for freedom. And that it's beyond your control. I feel that you don't have control of the situation. There's just so much pressure. So you're being asked to listen, really listen, and pray for help if you need it, because energy has gathered here. And there's something that needs to be released. Ooh. We have 42, life's node. South node, life's debts. So I guess that's what needs to be released. This is what the South node is about, what we should be going away from. It's about karma, it's the past. So life is just too short. So you need to spend it with those you love, those who make you feel fantastic, those who lift you up and are of the light. And I feel that there's something unfinished and unresolved. And maybe you feel rejected in this situation, but you need to leave your comfort zone behind here. April 2nd could have been significant to you, or February 4th, and there was a card of February. So something here, or this person could be 42. All right. In working with others, what does Capricorn need to know? Don't take anything personally. Transform your life. When you refuse to take things personally, you avoid many upsets in your life. Your feelings of anger, jealousy, or even your sadness will simply disappear if you don't take things personally. Because if there's those feelings coming up to the surface, it's because you're not listening to those feelings, what they're telling you to do, which might be being guided towards somebody. All right, angels want to speak. Patience. Yeah, we had the Temperance card. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. Passion. Wow, that's a huge message. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. Creative writing. So there was something about writing here. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. Wow. So there is something that you love to do. So when I look back at the cards now, that can make sense too. That there was something that you loved doing that you stopped doing, and it could have been writing. Because you just... it was just too confusing. It's too much work. There's so many forces going against you. Maybe people not really supporting you in that way. I'm not sure. Sobriety came out. Adjust your cravings in healthful directions so that you desire life-affirming foods and beverages. And boy, getting really choked up, Capricorn. Something needs to be said here. Something needs to be said. What do you need to clear out of your throat chakra? Wow. Complaining, criticizing. So somebody around you might just be totally complaining and criticizing and gossiping all the time, or people around you. And you're just needing to people to understand that what they say is affecting you. So whatever you got ether. So whatever what no longer serves you is what you should be getting rid of. So be open to those infinite possibilities. Ooh, ether and water elements coming out for you. So taking what no longer serves you and balancing your water, the water of your being. And so sobriety, there's another message. Sobriety, water, letting go, balancing, moderation with the Temperance card. So let go of that kind of closed-minded comfort zone attitude and be positive about your body. Stop being embarrassed or ashamed of the way you are, or of your sexuality for some of you. And look for the beauty in all things here. Okay, let's get a couple of quotes. Pay attention to what you're thinking, and then decide if those thoughts are creating. Okay, let me start this again. Mercury retrograde. Gotta love it. By the way, we are a Mercury retrograde, so man, there's going to be a lot of misunderstandings and miscommunications and clutter that needs to be cleared from our minds, I tell you. Pay attention to what you're thinking, and then decide if those are thoughts that are creating the kind of life that you want created. And if it's not, then change your thoughts. So what are you thinking? What are you thinking, Capricorn? What are you thinking? Maybe that's what people are asking you, because you have this idea in your mind's eye, that you want to create. Somebody that you want to go towards, and they're just, people don't understand. I love being me. I am at ease. When I wake up in the morning, I feel the joy of spending another day with myself. So if you want love in your life, you have to love yourself first. If you're single, that is. And even if you're not single and you're in a relationship and you have expectations on a partner and the two of you have been arguing, well, it's time to be vulnerable, to open up with this person and to let the love in, because your future is glorious. You live in limitless love, light, and joy. All is well in my world. I love that saying. That's one of the sayings that got me out of the darkest moment of my life. All is well in my world, even when it wasn't. Even when I myself was struggling with my own sobriety. And I can tell you that going to work, and I was still hungover, and I was literally hanging over my desk or wherever I was and feeling very, very ill for a very, very long time of my dark time of my life. And I'm not proud of it. And maybe I'm ashamed of that. But guess what? I can share that I went through that darkness, that it's so easy to be so angry or so in need of coping and finding a way to do it, And so that's something that spirits obviously wants me to translate out, that, just having a drink substitute, just even if it's just one less drink, you cut it off at a certain time and just go towards like some bubbly water that with a little bit of, put some kombucha in there or a little bit of lemonade or something that just makes it a little bit more like a drink and it's special. And just try that, because having a headache, driving foggily to work, feeling sick day after day after day after day, if that's where you've been because you've been depressed, no one's holding any judgment for you on that. But, it's time. Spirit wants to talk to you about this, to love yourself enough, to have those foods that are healthy for you and the drinks that are healthy for you, so you can spend every day feeling joy. All right. Love you, Capricorn. I know I'm being lectury, but it's only because it's with love and with understanding that it sometimes comes out. So write about it. You have a book. There's something you love to do. There's something you're not doing. Be patient. Follow these passions. And you're not too old. All right? Take care. Bye.